saying, welcome to the Socialist Republic of Liverpool. The people of Liverpool voted 85.7% of the votes for Labour under Jeremy Corbyn. And they're waiting for the rest of the country to catch up. Friends, my dad was a Liverpool docker, my granddad was a Liverpool docker. 4-5 generations of my family worked on Liverpool's docks. Trade unions turned what was casual labour into good jobs. Any job can be a good job if we organise and we fight for our rights. And in 1995, when my dad went into dispute alongside 500 Liverpool dockers, that dispute lasted 27 months. It left him unemployed for 7 years. And I grew up in a family where the trade union wasn't just about organised labour and winning rights. It was where I got my Christmas presents. It's where we had a community and a family. And that is what the labour movement is all about. Against casualisation, the very thing that scars our economy and our society today. What was affected my family, and only a few families, or a few thousand families 20 years ago, is now ravaging communities across the country and more people. It is the norm, not the exception. And so it's no surprise that people are looking for a radical solution, a radical government to transform our economy and to rebuild Britain. And isn't it quite amazing that back in 2010 we were an austerity light party. Back in 2012, we had a shadow chancellor who backed public sector pay restraints. And in 2015, we had MPs told to walk through the lobby to vote for a Tory welfare bill that would cut the welfare for the poorest in society. No more! It's no surprise people want a radical Labour government when every achievement of this movement, which has lasted well over 100 years, is coming under attack. Our NHS being privatised, attacks on workers' rights and trade unions, and attacks on our social security system. That is why the radical solution is needed, because the attacks have been so fierce and so detrimental to our society, and that is why people are saying they have had enough and they want the hope that Jeremy Corbyn represents. And so, friends, when I meet people in my constituency, which is North Liverpool, which is a deprived community, and Liverpool is now the second most destitute city in the UK, and my constituency has 40% of children growing up in poverty. It is shameful. When I meet people who are being moved onto universal credit and onto the Tory welfare system, my heart breaks when I hear the stories that they can't use the computer system. My heart breaks when I hear they have to wait 12, 14, 16 weeks for their first payment, and when the response they get is go to the food bank. What I cannot understand is how we have a welfare system that thinks it's productive to send people, women sometimes in their 60s who've worked in factory jobs, who've worked as cleaners all of their lives. They're told to go out with their CVs, handing them in to shops, to home and bargains, to restaurants where they know they won't get a job. What on earth is productive about that in a civilized society? Friends, I want to finish on this and a message of hope, because we are going to be told that a general election isn't likely, isn't going to happen. I'm so glad Diane Abbott has had that welcome. I honestly am, because she is the most attacked Labour politician. It is never Friends, I'm going to finish on this. I've already heard the excuses being made that we're not going to get a general election because there aren't enough MPs in Parliament to vote for it. What utter nonsense. You cannot have a government divided on one of the most important issues facing this country, navel-gazing, arguing with itself, uninterested in the consequences for our country, and they'd be let off the hook and there'd be no general election. We will demand that general election, so will the public, and Jeremy Corbyn will lead us into number 10 before next year's conference. Thank you.